Good morning, church family. Today we are reading through Genesis 31. In this chapter, it continues on with the green-eyed monster. Last chapter, the beginning spoke about Rachel being very envious of Leah because Leah was having children and she was not. In this chapter, we see that Laban's sons are very envious of Jacob because he was doing so well. The chapter continues on with God telling Jacob to return to his home country and that he will be with him. And Jacob spoke to his wife and they agreed to head back to head back. Jacob gathered all his belongings and the family headed out. One thing I would like to point out here is that Jacob, even though God told him that he will be with him, still left without telling Laban. He did not trust, but instead depended on his own understanding. Of course, 3 days later, Laban finds out and heads out in pursuit of them. 7 days later, Laban catches up with them. At this point, I'm thinking Laban is not having a great father-in-law, son-in-law feelings towards Jacob. He probably wanted to cause him harm. Before Laban caught up with Jacob, God appeared to Laban and told him to leave Jacob alone. Always remember, no matter the situation, God is always working in our lives. Some of the events we see and some we just don't see. Laban catches up with Jacob and is mad because Jacob took off without telling him and also stole some of his household idols. The idols were actually taken by Rachel. There are a couple of thoughts on why she took them. One is that she might have taken them so that the father does not consult them to find out where they are. Laban searches and does not find the idols because Rachel hid them. The chapter concludes with Jacob and Laban making a treaty where they will not pass a pile of stone that was made as a monument to hurt one another. There are several lessons that we can take from this chapter, but three that I would like to point out are envy. Envy is not a pretty color. Never compare yourself to others. God created everyone differently and uniquely. Just like the Apostle Paul in the book of Philippians, let us be content with where God has placed us. Treat others with fairness in all things and in every situation. Laban was never fair with Jacob, but despite the unfairness, God still prospered Jacob. Lastly, let us not depend on our own understanding, but instead always seek God first. Have a great day, church family.